We have not copied a Bond film. On a plot level, it's a lot like a Tintin comic, and the shooting style perhaps is a little bit Jason Bourne. He wants something so original and something so nice that he's very difficult to please, which is amazing. It's like a class product. I'm very proud of it, actually. It's too early to be talking about that right now. It's not even released. Let's let the audience decide. Hi, this is Saif Ali Khan, and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
You've shot at various locations. I think you've said that it's a mix of Bond, Tintin, and a bit of other genres of movies. Tell us more about it. As such, you're saying Tintin and Bond. That's a unique combination.
No, actually, if you think about it, all of them have something in common. When I say Bond, the film is probably like Bond in terms of narration and shooting style in some places. When I say a little bit Bond, it's probably because of the look of things and the kind of slightly more stylized moments in the movie. I mean, obviously, Bond is the icon for this kind of film, so the comparisons are inevitable, but we have not copied a Bond film. It's an original Indian character. And in an action-adventure, also Tintin, because he goes to interesting locations and he meets colorful villains and colorful people. So similarly with Agent Vinod, who travels and meets one after another these interesting characters. So on a plot level, it's a lot like a Tintin comic, and the shooting style perhaps is a little bit Jason Bourne, and the and maybe a tiny little bit of Bond. But I mean, you can't help but think a little bit of a Bond film. But hopefully, when you see the film and it's you'll feel it's its own world and original enough to appreciate it.
Now there's an unusual sort of sense of humor, which you're just bringing about with a few lines itself. That's what we've seen in the promos itself. I think writing is a hallmark of Sriram Raghavan?
Yes, he's a difficult man to please with. I mean, we didn't have the Hindi dialogue. Sometimes even on set or even in the dubbing theatre, he's improvising a dialogue, which is a little nerve-wracking sometimes. But he is not comfortable working with a regular dialogue writer because he wants something so original and something so nice that he's very difficult to please, which is amazing. And he has written most of the dialogues himself, as well as the screenplay and the story and everything. So he's always got that bag with him. And I keep joking that one day I'm going to hide it because I think, we'll all be lost without that bag. His dialogues are really, really good, and they're really effective, and they're lots of fun.
यहाँ की पुलिस आप दोनों से पूछताछ करना चाहती है। मॉस्को और मोरक्को की पुलिस भी पूछताछ करना चाहती है।
The USP of Agent Vinod is the writing. It's the way the character is written. Otherwise, every film will have a car chase and a fight and But what is the personality of the guy? Why should he be a little, why should you want to watch this guy? Because he's got something special. I don't see too many Hindi films, apart from the big hits that are coming. You can't say I'm a film buff with Hindi movies. I prefer watching American movies because I like to go away from my job after 9 o'clock or 6, whatever time in the evening. If you see some films, then I think in comparison, this is quite a special movie. But I'm comparing it to, a Jason Bourne film or some other film and saying, in some places it's very good, in some places, we're a little less. But my standards are quite high. I mean, generally speaking, I think it's quite an achievement compared to a lot of films you might watch. I hope I can say that. It's true,
I think you've always had certain sort of films that you've liked, which generally have not been the Indian films. We've read your interviews earlier as well.
Yeah, I hope I can say that this film stands out in my mind as being it's like a class product. I'm very proud of it, actually. It's too early to be talking about that right now. It's not even released. Let's let the audience decide.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल जनता की आवाज. Promos से जैसे आपने भी कहा कि that writing की आपने बात कही. Promos से what we gather is we've seen many films which are very slick and fast action and all that. But when the guy turns around and he says that Vinod Khanna, it has a moment to it. It's like it's something which is unexpected. Do you feel that that will be something that will be the USP of it? Just mixing the fast-paced action.
I think that's the point. I mean, like an action movie, if it is a difficult film to direct really well. So it's how he's orchestrated it. It's got different styles, and I think it's really engaging. And one of the things, apart from the plot unfolding on every page, is the personality of Agent Vinod, which he's written, which is a quirky personality, and it's a lot like Sriram's personality. Actually, it's got a slightly odd sense of humor, and he does some strange things, particularly in the first half of the movie.
Tell us more about it.
No, just the kind of way he'll use his mind to achieve things is a little unorthodox, let's say.
तुम कौन हो?
Any more quirky situations that you can possibly share with us?
Yeah, I think it won't make sense me telling you. The best way to experience it is to watch the film. Right now, I guess we're here just raising awareness on the March 23rd release. But to describe a moment, I'd spoil the moment, you know, you should see it. There is something beyond just the cosmetic look of like a, you know, a slick action thriller. There's a definite kind of personality that stands out. I mean, I think he has a more entertaining personality than, I mean, Bond is different, but certainly the Bond series or 24 or any of these characters, I think this guy is far more entertaining, if I can say that.